Ravens are pretty smart and they are always up to something. Here are 5 times I have filmed ravens doing raven things like number 1, eating leftover yogurt. Yes, ravens are pretty smart and adaptable, so they have found a way to adapt to city life, and that includes rummaging through the trash can to eat leftover foods that humans leave behind. It is not unusual to see ravens eating roadkill or even trying to snatch food from you. That is actually more common with seagulls, but ravens actually do it too, or waiting for you to leave so they can eat your leftovers. Before we continue, if this is your first time here, comment first below and do not forget to subscribe to my channel. And if this is not your first time here, if you're one of my usual viewers and you've been here for a while, then you know that I am giving Yoruba lessons, and today's word is bawoni. Bawoni means how are you? So comment bawoni or how are you in the comment below. All right, let's continue. So number 2, ravens doing raven things. I have filmed them doing raven things like kissing on a tree. Yes, ravens are actually pretty affectionate with each other, I've noticed. And guess what? They form bonded pairs and they can mate for life. So when you see a raven and a mate, you know that those two are monogamous and they ride or die for each other until they can't ride or die for each other anymore. So it's not unusual to see them cuddling and kissing on the tree. Number 3, it is not unusual to see ravens preening their feathers. We like to groom ourselves, well, so do birds, and ravens are not left out of the grooming process. You will see them use their beak to well, they don't make that exact sound when they're doing it, but they will use their bill to preen their feathers and clean themselves and just kind of, they're very fancy birds. I love ravens. They're one of my favorites, but they're just so beautiful and so like pristine. So it's not unusual to see ravens preening their feathers. Before we continue, I am going to do a little shameless plug. If you have not already, do not forget to subscribe to my Patreon. I have some exclusive stuff on my Patreon. It is Patreon/Tony Payne. I know I bounce between Tony Payne for Patreon, official Tony Payne for TikTok, Tony Payne for YouTube. It's what I can find. So my Patreon is /Tony Payne, and you do not have to be a paid member. You can join as a free member, but if you do decide that you want to subscribe as a paid member, I would absolutely appreciate it. And it does come with a few perks, like a downloadable link to some of my poetry book and my book of quotes, 48 life-changing quotes about love, 48 life-changing quotes about life. And also, I'm just gonna wallpapers, watch skins. I'm gonna be adding a lot of stuff. And a lot of people ask about my gear. I'm gonna start putting that on there too, exclusive content to my Patreon community. I'm trying to build a strong nature-loving, wildlife-loving, wild animal-loving community here, and I hope you join us. So back to second shameless plug. All right, second shameless plug. If you have not, visit my shop. This is one of my art pieces. It's kind of big, but I have smaller sizes too. Yeah, so a lot of my art pieces are available on my Etsy store. It's Tony Payne Osha, OSHA.etsy.com, and also on my website, and also on tonypayne.art. My website links to tonypayne.art. But yes, you can get one of these to support your girl, so I can keep creating content and keep bringing you all this fun stuff and just, All right, so where were we? We were talking about ravens. Oh, before I continue, do you know the difference between ravens and crows? If you don't, search up my video, how you can tell ravens and crows apart. In my area, which is kind of weird because people talk about ravens and they say, oh, you mostly find ravens in wild areas and then you find crows in urban areas. That is not true because my area is pretty urban and we have mostly ravens. We have a lot of ravens actually at one of our local parks. So again, these birds will adapt to where they can find food. All right, so let's move on to number 4. 5 times that I have filmed ravens doing raven things like cracking a nut with its very powerful bill. So ravens have a really powerful bill, and this allows them to crack into nuts, tear apart roadkill, and you will find that sometimes if they can't tear apart roadkill, ravens are smart. They will take the roadkill and throw it in traffic. Yes, and they would let the car like kind of flatten it, mash it up a little bit, and then come back and get it. That's how really, I mean, I love these birds. They are so smart. That's how incredibly smart they are. So yes, they use their powerful bills to crack nuts so they can feed. Before we continue, I want to say thank you to Alara's Kitchen. She gifted me, she's starting a company where they make, gift bags. And she gifted me this really nice gift bag. I'm going to show you what's inside. It's like based on your personality. Well, it's based on my personality. It has a twisted peppermint body spray. I love body sprays. I'm not a big fan of like harsh scents. I love floral scents and things like that. So you won't see me like wearing perfume that's like, you know, harsh or like too strong. I like the little light. I like to smell good, but I don't want it to be like overwhelming. So this is really nice of her. And this is, oh, look, a perfume. Very simple. I could put this in my purse or in my car for days that I forget because I'm always on the move. I don't wear perfume when I go do my wildlife stuff though. I try to avoid it because again, I don't know. I just feel like I don't need it, number one, but I will dab a little bit of body spray, but I don't get close to the animals anyway, so it doesn't really affect them. And hand lotion, oh, I always need that. We know how ashy I get. And, oh, okay, lip oil. Okay. Lip oil, that is so cool. Okay, I like my lip glistening. So this is so cool. And more lotion. This is body lotion. It's body lotion and you know what this is. Anyways, that is so nice of her. Thank you, Alara's Kitchen. You can follow her on YouTube. She's on YouTube. She, you know, is starting a gift bag, a personal gift bag company where she makes personalized gift bags for your loved ones, your friends, your families. And this is really cool. I really love it. Thank you so much. I just kind of wanted to mention that. All right, what number were we on? We were on number 4. Now we're going to move to number 5. Oh, wait, before I go to number 5, the gift making company, she's still working on it. So I don't want to like be like, oh, this is the name. You know, that's why I use Alara's Kitchen. She does food content, but she also does this. So that's just the easiest way to find her. All right, now moving on, for real. Number 5. All right, so 5 times I have filmed ravens doing raven things like stealing nuts from a squirrel. Yes, if you go to the local park around here where I told you there are like a lot of ravens, they are forever in competition with the squirrels. They're fast, they're smart. Squirrels are also fast and smart. Well, sometimes I question how smart squirrels are actually because they just run into traffic. But ravens for sure are smart. And they will, you know, challenge a squirrel. So this is one of the times that I have filmed ravens challenging a squirrel. So those are 5 times that I have filmed ravens doing raven things. I promise you, ravens are one of the most interesting birds to film. If you sit with them and just watch them for a while. Oh, I'm gonna add a little bonus. They do this thing where they're like kind of prancing So that's another one that I filmed. Like I call it the Raven dance. So 5 times I have filmed. This is bonus. Prancing, doing a little Raven prance. They dance like me because I have no rhythm. Like, all right, that is going to be it. Those are 5 times that I have filmed ravens doing raven things. If you enjoyed this video, do not forget to subscribe if you have not subscribed. Do not forget to comment. What was today's word that we learned? Comment below. Today's word that we learned was, I'm not going to repeat it. I'm going to read the comments to see what it was and see who gets it. All right, if you enjoyed this video, do not forget to subscribe, share, like, and all that other good stuff. And if you wish to support me, the best way to support me is to purchase my art, subscribe to my Patreon, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Share, tell a friend about it. Be like, hey, there's this crazy lady that just talks about nature, places, and wildlife, and she laughs a lot. And she, and she just giggles. Okay, I almost choked. She just talks a lot, and she talks with her teeth. I'm working on that, by the way. In case you didn't notice, I talk with my teeth. I don't know why. All right. That is it for real this time. All right, y'all. Bye.